All right, back with you on the Thursday with Tim. We're at the top of that 15-minute opening range. We basically established our 15-minute open range. Great trade here. A couple of great trades there in the morning. Earlier this morning, 2 trades, $2,500, 23.84 after commish. And right now, we're trying to see the VWAP and the high. Here we go. We might take a trade right here. I like it. Wait 1 second. 1 second. See, we had confluences. We got disparity here, advancers and decliners. We had the noise from bookmaps, but the candle's not moving a bunch. So you see that? You have to have a little bit of everything. The candle just wasn't going parabolic, and so I did not pull the trigger on that. I'm glad I didn't. I'd be sitting there right now with a loss of at least commissions. There's your stats right there, folks. Real time. Trading the Ninja Trader account. I don't necessarily like their software, so I just plug my Ninja Trader broker account into my TradingView and trade away. I'm going to work on my OBS. I want myself just to float with a green screen down on one of the corners. And I just want the AI guy to show, which let's see if I got you. How do I share this? No trades. There's one of those. It's a good training point right there, chat. If it looked like we're going to break out, and that's what they want you to think sometimes too. It looked like we had a nice up candle, nice momentum on that trend. We just had quite a bit of a run, but we're sitting on top of the EMAs, and we got here, and it looks like the VWAP is going to be resistance. Looks like the buyers, the bulls, cannot get through the VWAP. The VWAP happens to be sitting also directly on the 15-minute opening range. See that faint green line underneath it? It's exactly the same line. You see where it extends? They meet about right there. And so it's, this looks like a VWAP projection. So I'm thinking about a short, so we can't get a nice run down here to the bottom of this channel. We're also at the top of the linear channel. So a lot of going on here, like I called in the last video. There's a lot going on right here. And so we want to now get confirmation. We want something to come in here and something happen. And I say that because it's not like traders looking at it. These are areas where the computers are generating all this. And the algorithm traders, the VWAP is just powerful for them to signal internally a reversal, and they take profit. And if they take profit, then the market sells, and that's when retail traders like us, we just jump in on that trolley and make a little coin out of it. That's really all that day trading should be. There's a million videos out there. ICT and Pat Wheelen and Matt Coward and Mike Schwartz and Alpine and Trades with Matt, Tory Trades, Terry Trade, all these different people. And but you look at them, if you want to be smart about it, download their transcripts for 30 days of just their live trading, not their videos. That's a whole nother way you can train too. You can look up like open and range breakouts and get the transcripts from every trader's take on it, and then put it through AI and say, give me the best of the best, and it'll create a setup for you, and then you back test it. With AI, trading shouldn't be hard for anybody. You just got to embrace the AI. But anyway, all those guys will show you got to wait for here, and this is your target, Mokes, and you got to get a 2 to 1 ratio, and you don't have to do all that stuff. You can trade any way, the way you want to. It's your money. And the way I'm showing it is, in my opinion, is very, very low risk. People starting out, when you read my guide, I show you how to have a one-click button on your keypad. It'll put in your stop loss for just a couple of points, and it'll put in your take profit for 5 points. It'll do it all with one button. You line up where you want it to go, you hit the button, it goes in. I don't have to use that anymore. But you guys starting out, that's what you do, so you don't get too confused on everything. And if it wicks you, you just wait and get right back in. Now, there was a VWAP break. I'm talking over myself and didn't take it. Beautiful VWAP break. Beautiful VWAP break, but not with a lot of volume, though. Let's just see if this is just a wick forming. Not a lot of volume. This just could be a VWAP overshoot. You know, we can look back on this and say, no, that was just a VWAP overshoot. Like over here, you know, just a little VWAP overshoot and right back down. So you never know where you are, but you can go back and look and kind of think about it. Momentum went away, so this might just be, let's go down to a 30-second chart here. Just maybe putting in a 30-second little bull flag right in the middle of the 30-second channel. We are above VWAP. I think at this point, since it didn't just take that parabolic boner candle, as Pat Wheelen likes to say, I don't know what he means by that. I guess it's got to do with the length of your femur or something. I don't know, but he calls them boner candles. And this is a kid-friendly show, so I'm going to say it's like a femur. Looks like the leg bone connected to the hip bone. And that's what that is not enough boner candles, what I would say, Pat would say. And look, the volume went right away at the same time. So my intuition was right on that. This may just be a little bit of an overshoot, still a little bit of profit taking for a continued move down, unless we get some bulls come in here and give us the momentum. You know what I mean? And that candle now, listen to me. I want to make sure you understand. You could have taken the break of this when you had the volume, and you could have made yourself, how much is in that candle right there? I'll show you real quick. You could have made yourself at the break of the previous candle above VWAP. You'd still be in it, actually. But let's just say you got out when that wicked back on you. That's 20 points, chat. And all that is a classic VWAP break. It broke VWAP, right? You put on your 1 contract, your 10 contracts, whatever your threshold is, and then you don't sell until the next candle comes back, because it could just go and you know, you could have moved your stop up to 10 points. You still would be in the trade with 10 points in the bank. Or if you do 2 NQs, you could have taken half off at 10 points, and you could have let the other one ride. It could be riding right now at that same stop. You'd be getting stopped about right there. You got stopped out. Nothing wrong with that, because you don't know if it's just going to go up here, bull flag a little bit, and continue, and you'd have some still skin in the game. Now, for me, I always look like on a percentage. If this thing pulls back like 5%, I'm out. So if I was going to hold it that whole time, that's if I'm only going to like do 1. Hopefully, we'll get a trade here in a minute, and I'll show you how I hold on to a trade. In fact, I'll do 2. We'll do 2 NQs here, chat. That way, if we get an opportunity to leg out of one and let one ride, I'll be able to demonstrate that in real time. Looking like it might just be an overshoot of your 15-minute opening range. Let's see if the 15-minute opening range and the VWAP now becomes support. If it does, then we got a good chance we could run this dude back up to the top of the channel on the 1 minute, and that would be a good trade. Because, you know, look, we got about 20, 30 points we can make in this little blue sky right there. Don't want to give it back today, though, chat. Look, I got 115 in commissions, so 23.84.80 made on the day. No reason to give that back. You saw it in real time on the last video how I did that.
Yeah, all my indicators are buying right now. I'm afraid to jump back in on the sell.
Well, let's see. On a 15-minute basis, we are still in a downtrend, Bubba.
On a 15 ashy?
Yeah. Well, go to your regular candles. All we're doing is we got a little pullback here. We're still, you know, look at your channel. We're still down.
Okay.
For it tonight, you know, we needed one more higher high. You know, on a very, very short time frame, you know, we got it's turned around. We got a little U-shaped turnaround here, but we're still in an overall only 15 minutes in a downtrend. This will be the first 15-minute candle. If it closes like this, it's going to close. Well, it's got 9 more minutes. If it closes above the VWAP, it's very positive for us to change our sentiment. Sure is. You heard me talk about the thumbs. We call these, I used to call them 9/11. Somebody got offended with that. So I don't call them that anymore. And then I thought, well, I'll just call them the Twin Towers. And I thought that would be probably just as offensive. I didn't mean it that way. So I've been there so many times as a kid and young man and my family that I just think that I sometimes forget that they're gone. But anyway, we call them double thumbs now, right? Put your thumbs together like that. It usually always means a reversal. Go back and check it. So that's a little candle reading tip for you. Go back and check it when you see those double boners right next to each other. Usually means reversal. If you learn how to use book maps, and we use the free one that's live broadcast on YouTube from Alex, or you could just buy it and you wouldn't have the delays. But if you learn how to couple that with the sounds and your advance and decliners, and then watching the back of book here and there. Right now, so everything's real weak, but this back of book line here is just where your orders are. And what you can consider is we got more green, right? There is your line for green and red. So think of it as a tug of war. If it's in the middle, then it's equal buying and selling. If that tug of war line is further up, then it's more buying. If it's further down, it's more selling. So at a glance, you can look at that. And then, bless you, dear. And then this right here is the holy grail, though. This advance and decline. And there's signals in TradingView that you could do that'll replicate this. Don't get me wrong. We just like hearing the sounds and have something to do and watching his chat occasionally when you get bored, because when you get bored in trading, till you get used to it, usually people start trading. If it's forced trades, and then you watch your money go just like that. Man in the hole. Grenade. That's what you got to say whenever you watch people overtrade. It's boring as hell sometimes. That's why I like to get a buddy in here with me on a Zoom type call, Google Meet, and bounce around on the chats. You know, I'll even pull up. We'll see what Pat Wheelen's doing today. I almost guarantee you, every time I pull him up, the first thing out of his mouth is the F-bomb, and it's right on my chat. So I'm gonna turn it down. Oh, that's right. He's still having his competition. Wonder what happened to the girl.
Well, that red top would have been a good time to jump back in on the up.
He's got some people on there today, so we'll leave that out. Uh-huh. Yeah, the VWAP break play that I called is still running, guys. I got it on the 15-minute candle, but look, the VWAP break is real. It's very powerful. I should have taken it. Just, can't see everything all the time, but look at it.
Well,
Nice.
There's a spindle top. There's another top. But two of them, almost three.
Yeah, there's a hammer in there.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was staying up.
Sure is. On the short frame.
That's right.
On the short frame, it is. See where we are in the fives.
Here comes a double. No, just gonna put in.
That was the morning reversal right there. That was it. You had an attempt to it here on your 5-minute candles. It failed. That topping tail came back down. The 15-minute low that was set back here held. And then we broke this previous candle at a 5-minute, and kaboom! It has not looked back. Can't FOMO, can't chase it now, chat. Especially if you got money made. But that would have been the play, right? Is been scanning all your candles, traditional type plays, bounce off the you set your 15-minute low, a little fake out reversal, right? This is fake out reversal, comes back down, a test. Now makes the next one more powerful. Just classic setup stuff. As soon as it breached that 5-minute top of that wick, would have been a nice entry point if you didn't cheat it in a little earlier because of where this opened. You could have cheated in a little earlier. Once you get used to reading candlesticks, you'll know what I mean by where it opened compared to the previous candle. But certainly when it broke the previous candle's high, if you had momentum in your volume, which you clearly did if you just look at your histogram at the bottom. Classic. Look at histograms are beautiful. Beautiful. And then you could be riding it all the way up. And that's if you caught that part of it. Then if you didn't catch that part, like I was calling it, and I didn't catch it because I was talking on my recording, it's you break of the VWAP's always a beautiful play. You take that 100% of the time, almost 100% of the time, so long as your other indicators are going with you. Almost 100% of the time. And you win a consistent amount of those. Micro scalping, which is what we do, your success ratio actually goes up because you don't have those trades that don't hit this mysterious target pivot point, R this and R that. You know what I mean? Oh, it's not 2 to 1, and I need a 3 to 1 out of it for my own self psyche. You know, if you get all that out of your head and you say, I got $400 made, and this thing could wick out on me, I'm out. Yeah, you're going to watch some of them run without you to see me do it. Can't let that worry you. Just wait for the next setup. They're going to keep coming. You get up every day, you go to the markets every day, the setups come every day, every single day. It's the easiest place in the world if you apply yourself that you can make really good money.
What do you like now?
I don't know. I'm thinking about taking a look at the ES. So I'm going to go double charts here, and let's look at some of our, let's put up, I'm going to go side by side here, and I'm going to go side by side. Oh, this chart looks weird. Let's take the ES over here, everybody. See what the ES is doing now. I don't normally trade it, but oh, I said ES. I don't have the package to trade anything else with this Ninja Trader platform brokerage account. I'm only signed up to trade futures. They're tracking the same. So, and I knew that because I got a text message. I use Grok chat, and I have a task set up for it to text me and email me when any of the indices becomes more than 2% convergence from the other. And that's why you hadn't seen me switch a lot of charts. I'm letting AI trade for me on that side. She's watching. I call her she because I use the female voice. She's watching the charts from the PhD level, and she would alert me. And I got on my side screen over here, I got my Grok open. It'll pop right up on there. Hey, we got a convergence. She's watching 10 or 15 things for me, which is down in the chat, how we set this stuff up. You look down in the chat, and you'll see it. I like how I did that. They put the RSI. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah, that's cool. Put the RSI. I wonder why that bar right there is. I don't like the color of that bar.
This one.
Yeah, we were talking. That was a great short. Pulling back to the VWAP, you watch and see. I just messed up my chart over there somehow or another. What in the world did I do? Well, I messed up my chart. Did I close that out by accident? Oh, yeah, I did. I closed the whole box out, didn't I? Well.
Uh-oh, getting a double thumb here.
You see something here. I did, chat. I closed out that box inadvertently. So let me just go back to the double. Excuse me. I'm back to the double. Let me make this one the main. Where is you? Move chart forward. And now I'm going to go back to singles. And we should be okay. And I like that RSI, but it's not recording it, though. The number, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure that that's the top and the bottom. And then here's I got you. No problem. We can still work with that. We'll figure it out. Not a big deal, but we don't want to be on ES, do we? No. We do not want to be on ES. I like the NQ because you get the action, right? And ES, is $50 a point. And so it's more. NQ is 20, but it's a little more volatile. So your setups come at you a little quicker, which is good. Get 2 or 3 setups a day is all you need. I'm technically done. I'm going to trade 2 with y'all if we can find a setup to where I might want to stay in it and leg in and out. Haven't seen anything yet. I've seen some micro scalping opportunities that we didn't take because I was talking on this recording here, talking to my chat. Let's see here. I'm the hat hair trader. Some people say, you're the hat hair trader. Yeah, that's me. Hat hair trader. I had to tell them I shaved my head so this hat fits better. Right, Tim? I wish I could show y'all Tim. Oh, I can. I can move the whole thing like this. All right, there's Tim right there. Tim, that is not a hat. That's his actual hair. Tim was over a few weeks ago. We did trading. Well, see, excuse me. We did drinking and eating with some trading.
That's about right.
We had a grand time. Grand time at the beach. Slow as Dickens right now. This is the time for us to look at our portfolios. Let's look what everything's doing out there real quick, Tim. See or red, only 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 that we're tracking is in the green. One of those is the VIX. Leading the way is the VIX. I hadn't checked the VIX all day. The VIX is important, you guys, if you're using a bunch of different matrix to decide what your volatility, your ATR needs to be, and things like that, average true range. And all that stuff is fine. There's nothing wrong with trading with all of that stuff. What you're seeing out of me is been derived from a lot of study and a lot of AI study of, okay, well, AI would say, hey, you're going to stay in it. You're going to make 30 points and all that. And I said, but what if I got out early? But I did that 3 times a day. And it was amazing how much less losses I had not waiting for these targets in the space to be hit that everyone says has to hit. And if you watch them too, this is another thing I had Grok do. This was fun. I said, tell me how many times they set their targets and they moved their stops and they took profit early. All of them moved their stops and took profit early. None of them, on average, actually waited for these places, these pivot points, or this is where your resistance is, waited to get there when they had big money made. Thing. Autofocus on this Canon. Come on, Canon. Maybe it looks skinny. Maybe it looks skinny, Canon. That's my other channel. I got another channel. Alcohol for exercise. That's what we're trading one day. I'm going to trade in the beer, the wine, the champagne, the cocktails for the gym. That's a whole nother channel. It's going live as we speak. Alcohol, the number 4, exercise.com. Follow the quest. She made me do it. That one's sitting right there. The bookkeeper's in the house. She's just off camera over there. Going like that. I don't know what's doing. Spreadsheets and shit's flying. Huh? I'm recording. Hello, this is Terry. I think she got a customer call. This is cool. I'm the marketing expert over there. Yes. All right, we're getting a bull flag here. I like it. I'm gonna take a trade. I'm gonna go ahead and put my order in here. I'm gonna buy 2 there. If it hits. Yeah, it's bull flag for sure. We'll pin it.
Justice said even the mighty might not see it coming. It's pre-diabetes and it captures 1 in 3 adults.
Whoa. It's not on this chart. What's going on here? Something's happening. Okay, it said it placed the orders, but it ain't put them on my chart. That means something's happened, doesn't it? That's weird, y'all. Did y'all see that? This is great. I'm taping this. So if you right click, right, it gives you buy, okay, at that number. If you left click on that, it's telling me down here that it's in there, but it did not put it on that chart. So and it says NQ Z5, NQ Z5. All that's right. I've never seen that before. So something's bad wrong here.
Exit all. Exit all.
Yeah, and look, it's not. Okay, I got to exit all. But what's happening there?
We're good.
I'm going to refresh the browser here, chat. When in doubt, unplug it, right?
Well, now you said bull or bear? It's bear.
Yeah, it's not working. Well, that's a flat top. So put your order just above that. Look on my screen. You see that right there? Put your order above that. Be on the button. If it looks like it's going to move through it, and you have bookmaps, affirmation, then leave it in place. If it just is drifting through it, then just take it off. And you can put one below it. This is that flat top, flat bottom right here. And why is it not letting me put that in, chat? I don't understand this. I've switched to that ES chart and back, but I'm on the right chart now. This is perplexing. Somebody down in the comments, like and subscribe, by the way. And this is not financial advice. I'm just showing you what I do. But like and subscribe. I said that like twice, didn't I? Anyway, if somebody in the comments tell me what you think is wrong with TradingView, that, if you watch the last video, I always will straddle these flat top, flat bottoms, and whichever way triggers with momentum, that's my trade. And it's not letting me do it. Let me just see. It lets me go sell to. It puts the order in, but it's not marking it with my on the chart. That's bizarre. It's crazy. Reminder of the day. If you got this long in the video, there is the day. So I dropped down to just 2 contracts. This is trading 10 contracts at a time. I only had 2 trades. That's why you got 40, because you got 10 buy, 10 sell, or vice versa. I sold buy and bought back because I shorted. Those are 2 shorts. Got them on this little leg down in here, right there. And I am drawing a blank on why it's doing that. Let me just go over here and go to settings. You know what? Maybe I switched the charts. I know what I got to do. Watch this. I just figured it out in my head. I need to make this one my main. Then I need to go back, because probably I've done work on this one. Now I just need to add back in here my histogram and my RSI. And it hits save. I think probably that other chart that pulled up doesn't have the same settings. I might have not done something global. Let me just see if I'm right here. Buy 2. Boom. Genius. I am a genius, chat. So what's happened is on this particular chart, I've been adjusting the settings on the back end with all this work I've been doing with AI to try to get this AI trading futures.com going. And I probably didn't say global. So that other chart that came up when I did split screen doesn't have all the stuff in here. So what I'm going to do is save this one for global, and then every chart I pull up will have all the same back end settings. But I'm going to put money where my mouth is, Tim. I'm going to put an order in both ways. There we go. We got our orders in. We're going to buy above that area, and we're going to sell below that area. So whichever one triggers, as long as we got book maps. You're at the bottom of the channel, so we could reverse or we could sell off. I don't care. I'm ready to make money either way, chat. Call this basically, this is not really a traditional flat top, flat bottom. It's close enough for the NQ futures. You could get stocks. If you're trading stocks, that's where the term comes from. You have to read my big bio about my stock trading stuff that I did. But if you got regular stocks, they can go flat for weeks, just like a couple of bucks up and down. And then people watch for flat top, flat bottom breakouts with other indicators. It doesn't just mean that it's just going to happen. You got to have momentum. You could have news. You could have anything. Right now, we're definitely sideways. We're playing the sideways play. If you go back and look at the last video, or the video that I labeled that says, $1,300 on the open straddle, that's what I did. I straddled the open because we had a tight, it came in pretty tight on the 1 minute. I put a buy and sell order around that range, and that's basically, it's a range play, okay? And it triggered to the downside. I was on the button to flatten all positions, and when I did, I thought I had $850 made in about 3 seconds. This happens really, really fast. In about 3 seconds, and wind up with slippage came my way. It was 1,300. But if I'd seen 200 in the red, I would have hit flatten. I don't stay in them. I don't care what time of day it is. It doesn't bother me to take a trade and then watch it keep running. That's what everyone's worried about. Look how much I lost. I rather deploy more money and be safer when I know all these things are adding up together. Take the trade, high likelihood, and I get out with a small loss if I'm wrong. And I take a small profit if I'm right. Because as we've seen today, if you watch some of the other videos, it started running and turned right back around with your traditional type stops of the previous candle's low and all that right out of the water. Don't forget to keep scanning up to the 15-minute range, Tim. Every once in a while, your hour, see what your hour's doing once we get, on another hour in or so. But up to your 15s. Thunder and lightning out there, mama. Oh, man. What's for lunch, Terry? Do we have
5 minutes, nothing but sideways.
Yeah, no, we're in it. That's right. I'm gonna tighten that range up. Actually, look, Tim, I'm gonna move my this one to about right there, and I'm gonna move this one to about right there because it's getting me a little tighter. To tighter, less. I don't want to leave money on the table if I can help it. Now, if it gets up there, I'm doing this for show. There it is. It just triggered. I'm on the button now. I'm not gonna let this lose a lot of money here. There we go. All right, I just took out $100. Only 2 contracts. Sorry, I was going to show you guys how to leg in, but it's hard to see profit, not take profit. I did not even check book maps. I just went on in there. Let's see what we actually got out of that. Oh, I got bad slippage. I only got $50. That's all right. My longest trade was 9 seconds. I bet it was that one. Average trade 4 seconds. No losers on the day. That's not indicative of how it's going to be. This is not advice. I'm just entertaining you all with how I make a living. And see, it's already come back, so that's why I got out. I'm so conditioned just to see my profit and take it. Damn it! Excuse my French. If I'd have had 10 contracts on that, it'd been nice, another $1,000 right there. Book maps is already exhausted. I'm gonna have to get book maps, Tim. You know that I'm gonna have to get it. We probably both need to get it, and we just need to trade from it. You don't even have to have trading. You just have TradingView free at that point, just for charting if you wanted to. If you fund your NinjaTrader account with at least $250 and just let it sit there and draw the interest, you get the data feeds and all their charting for free. Their charting is robust. It is robust. It's what Mike Schwartz uses, and they give you everything for free. So you don't have to pay a monthly fee at all. That is a cool feature. I just hadn't got used to using NinjaTrader, but maybe I should. I mean, it's just charts.
No, I paid $4 using Apex a month. So I'm all
You mean AMP, right?
AMP, sorry.
Yeah.
Sure. Good catch.
No, you could have meant your Apex prop trading accounts. And I'm always looking for ways. I don't mind dropping a few $100 somewhere, just like sitting in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter if you can save a monthly fee and you can get your money back anytime you want. Smart way to do it, right, chat? I was just telling Tim there that you could there's all kind of little tricks and cheats to make you trading cheaper. I'm cheap. I consider myself cheap. Tim is cheap. Tim, if a cabinet door falls off the wall, Tim will cover it with cardboard. It's cheap. It's cheap, I tell you.
I know, Jim. I just fixed
it. all right. We just fix it. Yeah, fix everything. So we duct tape and cardboard. I mean, he's a MacGyver.
No, I'll put the wood back.
And I'm trying to get as cheap as him. I'm trying to out cheap him. anyway, so look, the bottom, the I might do this play again. Let's show chat how it works. Yeah, see, I would have been mad if we thought that was a reversal and we was in there without, that was $1,000 I put in play right there to make $50. And, you know, each NQ is $500 you got to have in your account. And so I would have been like, oh man, something's going to happen though. This is a lot of capitulation, lots of capitulation. Something's going to happen. We'll watch it for the video game fun of it now.
Yeah, I'm checking my.
So back to Tim being cheap. You got to check a lot of different things. Like you might find a firm that gives you free data, level 2 data. You know, like Interactive Brokers. If you have $1,000 in your account, they give you level 2 data for free, and so that's important. And I'm switching to them, by the way, Tim, just because of that. Once I get all this AI stuff ironed out. We're in the midst right now, chat, when you're watching this video, if you hear this, if I don't edit it out, of developing our Grok AI PhD trading. I'm just going to be the button pusher, and the AI is going to tell me what to do. I have the ability to override it because it's my money, but we're going to give it a whirl. We think by back testing, it's going to be something interesting it'll be entertaining. Let's say it that way. It's going to be entertaining. I'm looking for some shorts here, Tim. Looking for a short, chat. Real low volume down here, so let's wait. Even though we got some noise indicating direction and things like that, it's still on low volume, which means it could quit very, very fast and reverse on you.
Just
So,
like that.
yeah, just like that. You got to be careful. The noise doesn't mean trade. It means, ooh, I should look at the screen. That's all it means. Then you got to bring in your spidey senses and your technical analysis ability, and just see what you got. I still think this is a great flat bottom, flat top breakout play. I'm gonna go ahead and put some orders in. I'm gonna go ahead and do buy 2 right there.
And tell us the direction for the people that can't read your mind.
All right, I don't know. I'm putting both orders in, up and down.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta tell us that story.
But I mean, they see the screen, so there it is. I'm already down $30 commission. Let's see what's happening. Down 100. Let's see which way it's going. I'm not going to go down too much. There's 50. I'm going to do, next time I see green, I'm out. I'm getting too long in this trade. All right, out at $110, chat. So what I did there was, as before, I put an order above the just right at the top of all the average of those highs. And I put an order just at
648.
Yeah, it was at 640. Yeah, okay. 642. And then I put one down there at 607. And that way, if you're looking for a big wick, like, oh my God, someone is about to go to lunch and they need to clear their desk, and that wick blows through you and you make $1,000. That's what you're looking for. On that one, let me go over to my profit and loss. 25.80 on the day. See here. That's the trades I made. There it is right there, 9:48 and 7 seconds. That's the last trade I did. Quantity 2 in the morning with quantity 10s. It was 24,648 is what I got out at, Tim. 24,648.
That's when you popped out.
That's when I popped out. Longest winning trade, 14 seconds. That was that one right there. The average winning trade is 6 seconds. Standard deviation, $600. Not bad. Keeping it under 750. 100% win ratio today. Not indicative of most days. And see what I mean? It's already exhausted because it's still sideways. We're just creating a bigger range. I expect to go sideways a little more. 10:49 New York time. This is just really putting a little higher high of this little range. There's nothing really, and it's just right in the middle of the linear deal. I did that for more show for you guys of how that works. With momentum, you get a little 1, 2, 3 point pop, right? And that's how you do it. First trade of the day I took is at 556. So we're almost we're 90 points above where we were this morning at the first trade. All right. See what I mean? There's no direction right now. This move has been made. There's no direction right now. We're just holding this steady gap. About how far are we above VWAP? Holding about a 25-point gap above VWAP. And that's good for the bulls. That's good for the bulls. I'm neither a bull nor a bear. I am can I pull out a few points here and there with a high level of contracts? Micro scalping. And can I sell some affiliates? Put some commission in the bank. Like and subscribe and buy your favorite prop firm from me. Or take my advice. Save some money and just trade your own cash. Get a nice margin account. Interactive Brokers, AMP, Ninja Trader.
But definitely practice on the prop houses.
Yeah, well, if they read the guide, and I say it all the time, read the guide. The guide is paper money. Then it's the cheapest of the cheapest prop accounts until you could pass an eval. Once you could pass an eval, they're very hard to pass. It's hard for me to pass them, okay? It's hard for a lot of people to pass them. That's when they try to trade 10, 15 accounts at a time with different strategies. They're hard to pass by design. And then don't go to your own money. Then go to straight to live, like buy live accounts. Buy the prop firms accounts that straight to fund it kind of, and just look for the best deals. They always got rotating deals. Don't be married to any one of those a-holes. They're out to take your money. They don't really want to pay out, but they are paying out. People get payouts. I've been paid out 4 times when I'm out of 15 prop accounts. I got 4 payouts, and but don't and then get to where you can do a eval, pass an eval, and to try to get a payout. If you do all of that, then you could be a trader, because through that whole process, you're going to be trying everything that everyone tells you. Tim and I are race car drivers. And so I coach people and I tell them, do not listen to the paddock experts. Please don't listen to the paddock experts. Get out there and do your own stuff. You know, you don't run over to a competitor's car and go, hey, man, what tire pressure are you running? One is they're going to lie. 2 is you need to run all the tire pressure so you know what the hell it does yourself. Trading is the same way. You got to go through trying everything yourself, learning everything. And there is no guru that's not doing anything but trying to hustle you. Literally, there's not. If you get a job at the bank, JP Morgan, or, you know, whatever the big banks that you could think of in New York, and you go to their training class, then that's different. But that's not what the people on the internet are. And none of them will give away what we're giving away for free. That's down there in the bottom in the chat. I mean, in the description down there, there's a link to it. Yes, I'm going to gather your email, and yes, I'm going to pester you. And probably, yes, if you unsubscribe, I'm still going to send you an email or 2 until you bitch about it. But that's the price of admission. Being totally honest. It won't be me, though. It'd be Constant Contact or MailChimp or whoever it is that we use. I forget. It'd be them if they slip through another email. So this is when a lot of the young guys will say, I know this is about to be a breakout, and they will start saying, I'm just going to cheat the price. I'm going to cheat my price action. And because they're bored. Right now, you're supposed to be sitting on your hands. Okay? If you want to do something for fun, you could do what I did. We could go ahead and put an order right here, right? Buy 2, and put an order down here, sell 2, right? And I put it at limits. So if it's going really, really fast, I don't want to be filled a mile ahead. You saw I clicked on limit on each one of those at that specific price. I don't want for getting someone to go to lunch or someone to say, hey, Billy Bob wants to hedge Walmart. And it's okay, I'm going to do it with futures. And they hit the button and the thing blows through you. And if you had a limit order in, you would make money if you're sitting here on the button. But if you had a market order in, that they choose when to fill it. That's how I like to tell people. It's supposed to be, it's random. It's the next time, it's first available. Yeah, that's all BS. They choose when to fill it. The market maker, which is a computer, can choose to take priority over this person or over that person. This is the way it is. And so what you do, set your limit. And that way, if it blows through you and the system couldn't fill it and you're watching it, just cancel all your orders. That way it doesn't get filled when it comes back down. And that's the safest way to do it. I'm going to move this lower one up a little bit because I think if it breaks that area right there, there's a lot of resistance right there. And up here, if it breaks that what we're talking about here, and this is dangerous, I'm going to get right out with $100 loose, $100 loss if it goes against me. This is and I should have done it at the top of these candles right here, not all of these. But that is a range. We're coming out of the bottom of the linear. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this chat. I don't trust it because it's run too far already. We'll leave it in for example. We're filming. Why not? Why the heck not? 45 minutes in. I should have a lot of videos out of this. Run this through Grok and let her break down the videos. Top drop. Let's see what's going to happen here. I hadn't hit the cancel button yet. What we got going on? We got some drum beats, but we don't have any volume. 10:56 New York time. Normally don't take any trades after about 10:30 Central, 11:30 New York time until 1:30 New York time. But futures is a little bit different because of how many people trade them all over the world. So, yeah. So technically this range, I'm canceling it, chat. Let me tell you why. The range has just gotten too big. Like this one right here normally would invalidate it for me. I like it to be 15 points. And so that's like 25 points. So what is this one now? It's 6, 5, let's say 5, 5, 16. Yeah. So 40 points. That's too big. That's really too big. Because now we're, you want that range to be tighter. So at this point, we want to see a breakout of this overall range first, and then like a pullback, a test, and then we can pick a short-term direction. All right. Hate to have those big pauses, but looks like all we're doing right now is watching the seconds tick off for candles to complete. And we have 48 seconds left in this 1 minute candle. We have 1 minute and 44 left in a 5. And a 5 is looking interesting. Definitely a bull flag, right? You guys see that? Everybody see that bull flag? Right? So all you got to do is know that right there. A break above that should go to the moon. Let's go check and see what Pat's doing with his traders. They're having a trading competition over there. I don't know what happened to the girl. Trying to ask them, Chad, where did the other girl go? He had 2 girls on there. The other girl, oh my gosh. The other girl was someone who had blocked him on X, formerly known as Twitter. And she goes, she hates, her words, I hated you. And, you and I are diabolically different on politics. Like, what does that have to do with trading? He invited you. He was inviting anybody who wants to come on the show, give you $25,000 if you win. And so she was there. I guess she's gone. This guy's here now. This is one of the original girls that started on Monday. So something happened. I have to watch the stream. Something happened. And the chat was going after this one here. This one here was like, I don't know where she's getting it. She's trying to trade ICT. She was FOMOing, and it was crazy. She's like, I've never traded in front of 5,000 people before. Chat, leave me alone. Guess what happens when you say, chat, leave me alone? You get pwned.
That went crazy.
Oh my gosh, it was a murdering. It was a murdering. He was all in tears, and it was like then they started calling out our trades, like, what are you doing? Like just go the absolute other way. Back to our trading.
Yeah, I've been sitting on my hands. I'm 6-0, and I don't. None of this is worth it.
I'm liking this little what we're putting in though. This flag on the 15s, the 5. Yeah, I mean, I'm liking this. This is going to be a breakout to the upside, in my opinion. Why is this not there? That's how I want it, people. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, see that's why you want to go up on your time frames. Liking it. I do like it. You know, old school, an old school flag here, right? Like a bullish pennant, whatever you're gonna call it. I always just call all of them flags. Want to know which way they're going. Boom, boom, boom. Right. What you're hoping for is, you know, you got this, you got this, and you got that. That's what you're hoping for, right? Oops. Why is it staying on? That's dumb. Why is it stuck on? All right. That's weird. It stays on until I right click. All right, chat. What is this? Tell me what indicator that is. Love yourself. All right. Oh, 2 lines. Takes 2 deletes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Who are you talking to? Is somebody home today? Is it a holiday?
No, that's Fidelity.
Here comes Giselle. We missed it. There's that flat bottom breakdown. All right, chat. If I'd have had it on there, right? If I'd have left that order on there, there was my, I would have just made. Well, let's just see if VWAP holds. It's one of those days, all-time highs. Everybody's taking profit. Oh, excuse me. You and I took profit. We did a good job because we sold off way more after we went flat, bro. Down $2 on my AMZU.
I mean, this really just more sideways trading.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, just only for the last little bit.
14610.
Since they're like 9:20.
Yeah.
About 9:20. It's only been about 40 minutes. It happens. It happens. It's going to, but something explosive will happen here. There's no doubt about it. And we'll take a trade. I'm even getting an itch to go up on my lot size. I've only got 2 in there, which is fine. This is NQ. This is not micros.
You have to go up on your lot size on a scalp like this because it's not much to scalp.
Yeah, you get commissioned to death, right?
Right. I'm sitting on my hands. Unless there's a VWAP rate.
Nothing. You're right. Nothing to do right now. No man's land.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of a downward run, but there's no indication that you could have got a trade out of that.
I'm just gonna give up my commission on a trade fee.
Right.
So probably one of my better trading days. So I wish they were all like this. It's just a little easier because you knew the direction.
That's right. Exactly right.
And I wasn't trying to force it. You know, like normal. This is, I think, well, see this and just go, why even do it?
That's exactly right.
And that's you need to get. Sometimes you just need not to trade.
That's exactly right. Sometimes you need not to trade, and the only way you learn this is by trading. That's why when Tim said earlier, paper trade for a long time, it's going to be so tempting to throw your money in there. It ruins a lot of traders. Like, throw 4 or 5 grand in there and lose it and say, I'm done with that. But if you would have just took the 4 or 5 grand and lived off of that so you could trade a couple hours in the morning, it's way more fruitful. You got to have another source of income to trade. It's like, think about starting the insurance business. You're going to get your insurance license. You're going to sell life and health. You got to have a nest egg. You don't like day one, you got a paycheck. You're straight commission. This is a straight commission job. It's like selling cars, a straight commission job. You got to have something to live on, and you still have to be a professional and work at it every day. And so all those jobs require that, either parents' money, savings of your own, or you work 4 or 5 jobs, but you could take off 2 hours every morning to learn how to trade, and you paper trade and make no money. You don't make any money. That's how it is.
But you definitely learn the video game. I think that's one of the best things. Best advice you can give somebody is if they're not already good at video games, this is a video game.
It's an absolute video game, no doubt.
You gotta learn the controls, learn how to do the shortcuts. You got to practice the video game because you'll otherwise, when it really counts, you'll mess up.
No more truer statements. The video game is the real deal, and you will mess up. It happens. You watch my videos. I miss entries, hit the wrong button yesterday and flattened one, had to get right back in it, and that flattened one cost me $300. And what I think I was doing is I was trying to click in this box over here to lower my lots for the next trade, and I hit the flatten button, just not paying attention. Now, this is a good little sell-off. So that flat bottom that we put in earlier in the one would be paying us off really well. Would have paid us off really well. Although, look, it did pull back. It did pull back right there. So let's see what the VWAP's going to do. I'm getting interested. I'm going to go up to 10 lots here. Did we miss it? I'm interested. If I get a pullback into this candle, Chad, I'm going to take it. Here we go.
Uh-oh, here it comes. What are we doing?
I'm going to take a little one. I'm watching it.
I don't know.
All right, $50 loss. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I never trust. You got to fully break through.
I got a little bit trigger happy.
Spank your finger.
Spank my finger. It's okay. It's the way it goes. First your money, second your clothes. Come on, VWAP.
It's trying to hold it.
Let's see what it says. It is, isn't it? I'm speculating here a little bit. See how it goes.
Sweet and few sellers. Sweet and few sellers.
I jump in if I see a big old push.
Still riding. It'll be the longest trade of the day.
It's nothing's happening. It's sideways. Are we doing it or are we not doing it? Come on.
Yeah, who knows, right? It's the way it goes. First your money, second your clothes, Chad. Yeah, VWAP is powerful. I'm anticipating a VWAP breakthrough for just a little bit. They like to overshoot it to fake people out. So we'll see what happens here. Come on, let's fake us out, buddy. Fake us out, bro. What is old bookmap doing over there?
It's steady.
What is bookmap doing?
Here we go. It's just a bounce.
The old VWAP bounce.
Are we going to get a double thumb?
I don't know what she's going to do, chat. Let's see. We're in the weeds over here.
I don't think it.
No, it doesn't know what it's going to do. It doesn't know what it's going to do.
Hey, I called it in the morning though on Alex's show. Everybody said it's going to go up. What did I say?
Going down.
If everybody think it's going up, it's going down. Guess what? And then some.
And then some. Bada bing, bada boom.
Now what do we got here? Yeah, it's just
VWAP's real. VWAP is real, everybody. The VWAP is real.
bounce, but I'm not convinced.
All right, stop loss hit 600. Nothing you can do. Let's get right back in. Let's find a way. What do we see now?
It's green. Not much force.
Let's see what's going to go on here.
I missed it. Missed it.
Well, let's see. Let's see where we are. Yeah, it went too fast. Let's see if we get a boner candle here. One of those reversals. Comes a reversal.
All the way back.
I love it. Retrace half of it.
Sweep and two sellers. Sweep and two
Let's
sellers.
just see what happens. Come on to Papa. Come on to Papa.
All my indicators say we're still in an uptrend.
That's all right.
This thing was good. Bad.
Let's see what we got. Volume, RSI, above the VWAP. Just a little touch of the VWAP and a bounce back off the bottom. Gotta love it. The VWAP held up great and gave you a nice tower candle. Start calling that the tower candle. It's giving some clicks over there, ain't it? Clickety, clickety, clickety.
Like I said, I missed it. Anything to do with this flat top here?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. See what happens. That's the high of the day, is what you're talking about, by the way. This is the high of the day. Flirting with the high of the day. All right, let's just see how the high of day works out here. $11:14 New York time, going to lunch here. They're about ready to go to lunch. See what they want to do here. See what they want to do. Take it down. Softly whisper, sweet love in my. Whoa, Nelly. Well, let's see if we can find a trade out of this. Putting in a little bull flag there. Here it goes. Let's see what kind of sell-off we get back down there. Let's see what kind of sell-off we get back down there, everybody. Just drifting around here. Love to get another VWAP test. I'll take it, though, in the second time for sure. Second time, we'll take it. Target about right in there, I guess. Half of that gap. See what happens here. Smooching around, smooching around. Watching the book maps, see what we get here. We need something to happen. We're heading into that lunch hour. Oh, here comes the buyers. New high of day. Looks like it's coming. Looks like the new high of day might be coming. Do we do the breakout of the high of day? They tried it. Come on, Nelly. Give us that VWAP pullback. Pull back to that VWAP, people. That's all we need. Get back to the VWAP. Be in good shape. I'm going to ride it out. Ride it down there. Breaking through the 5, now the 10 EMA. Let's see what's going to happen here. That high of day short, right? See what happens. Tried it a couple times, unsuccessful. So let's just see what happens. You've got to hold your patience, your nerves. It's like we're legging down here. That's okay. Pull it on back, people. No momentum. Yeah, just meandering around here. So like a young man who comes in for a quickie, feels so unsatisfied. Come on, NASDAQ. Let's see the numbers, NASDAQ. Let's see the numbers now. Come on. Let's see the numbers. Well, you know, that's the way it goes. First your money, and second your clothes. Come on, candlesticks. Do your job, man. Well, it was one hell of a round trip there. One hell of a round trip there, chat. You saw those couple of losses. Had to stay in that one for a while. Did short that top high a day. That was a humdinger. That was a humdinger. 2254.96 after commission on the day. The hard way. The hard way. Had to DCA that last trade until it was very uncomfortable. But that's the way it works. Knowing, believing. The high of day has been a true resistance level. And so I wish I wouldn't have got in. Let me show you, chat. I wish I wouldn't have got in on that candle because look, it went against me for 3 candles. But as long as it didn't break the high of day, I was okay to ride it out. This is where y'all saw me DCA, another 10 contracts right there. Had to ride this dip and then ride this, excuse me, to go through this, ride this dip, and then voila, just come back down to profit. And there's another story right there about prop firms. You couldn't have done that with a prop firm because you would have busted your intraday drawdown unless you have a 300,000 account. A lot of people don't understand. You could have a 300,000 account, but you buy one that's live. Then you don't have to make all that big profit with consistency rules in the beginning, but you get the luxury of the big drawdown. So you have a room when you want to DCA. Yeah. 7 for 7 over there. I am not. I am 10. I'm 7 at. I'm 3 losses, 7 wins.
70%.
Yep.
Stop while you're ahead. We might be getting a VWAP bounce here, though. It's working towards it anyway.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I hate that it's so choppy down. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That was brutal. That could have been brutal. Had to trust in myself a little bit there. That's what you trade for. Be calm and collective. Calm and collective. See what the boys are talking about.
Like now, if you're coming to the market now and you saw the big move down and the push back up, you're like,
Yeah, you're right. I'm seeing green.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ooh, this is fun.
yeah.
You're completely right. It all depends.
He's right. The VWAP is flat.
Hmm.
Maybe all the bonds are wrong.
just hate these because I can't stay in long.
Say again.
I hate this trading. I can't. I got that tail perfectly, but I just hate it because you can't stay in very long. Like micro scalp.
It's all right. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Well, it is on the profit outs because they feed you to death. I mean, the trading fees on a micro scalp are pretty.
Oh, they're the same. So you're not doing NQ, huh?
I'm doing, you know me, I like the micro.
Well, it's hard to scalp those, bud, because you know you still got to make your profit target, and so it's hard to do that. No, I agree. No, gotcha. I got you for sure.
I'm getting pretty good at that.
You are. You 7. He's 7. You 7 for 7 today, right?
Yep.
Hey, Terry Tim is 7 for 7 today. Back to the VWAP again. Let's see what he's talking about. Here we go. Let's see. I'm loaded up. I'm loaded up. I'm going to try to make some real coin here. No, I'm not going to do that, chat. I'm going to take it down to what my normal max is. I had to do the Russian roulette. Not Russian, but roulette strategy. I had to double up to get that $5 back. That is not in my guide, and I can't even talk about it right now because a bookkeeper is right behind me. That's her nickname now for the chat for the shows is bookkeeper. Bookkeeper's behind me. Can't tell her about the roulette double up. She would not like that. She be talking like, you didn't stick to your rules. You're talking about rules. You stick it to your rules. Well, I won. That's all that matters. I took out big victory there. We're still good, chat, right there. You see it on the screen, 2254.96 on the day. Yes, I had a double up. I had a double up. I don't even remember how many times I doubled up. I knew the high of day was going to hold in my intuition and my gut. Because look, we tried it once, tried it twice, tried it again. Then we went back up at here. I wish I'd have got on it like there, but as y'all saw, I was in it right in here. So I just DCA'd. I did close out a couple positions at a $2,000 or $3,000 loss, and then I DCA'd in that last one, and that was the $17,500 move, as you saw. Puts me back in the green. I only wanted to quit with the first trade of the day for $1,300, but Tim was like, I haven't made any trades yet. It's all right. I have to get in there with Tim.
Yeah.
It twists my arm, yeah. Love trading, man. I love trading. Love it. All right. Looking for something now. That is a bounce off the VWAP, but it's not have any momentum.
Coming back.
11:29 New York time. Let's see what all the stocks are doing real quick. Take a peek. Everything is still in the red, mainly that we follow. VIX is leading the way. Yeah, a few more minutes. One more minute to lunchtime. The VIX is leading. Nvidia and Apple's up. Netflix is up. Amazon is borderline 37 basis points down. Oh, I'm tempted to take this trade right here. That is a VWAP bounce. I'm going to take it for real quick, little bitty money right there. All right. I got that that tower candle for $1,400. I'll take it. 35.39 on the day, chat. So there you are. There's the stats right there. TradingView don't lie. You don't always like what it says, but it doesn't lie. It does not lie.
I miss it.
That was a great trade. You seen that that tower candle come. I've got to get that out of my vocabulary so I don't get in trouble. be with the grandkids and see a candle, and I'll say, "Look at that boner candle." Oh, damn it, shit! Didn't mean to say that, grandkids. They all took it. Everybody took the same trade. My new AI system, you all, is going to monitor 4 of the top influencers in real time. It's going to capture their voice, instantly transfer it to a JSON file, and send me notifications on what they're doing. And it's not illegal. They declare that they're entertainment only. They cannot sell their market advice. And so that's what the lawyers say. You can do whatever you want with it. It's up to your discretion. That's going to be cool. I'm in the middle of that process now. Just be a pop-up giving sentiment. It's not going to actually read out everything they say. It's going to say, I'll be able to say to her, "Hey, I'm thinking about taking a short right here." And instantly she'll say, it'll be yes or no. It won't even tell me why. It'll just be yes or no, because I'm just wanting confirmation for what I've already seen on the charts that I want to do. And it's going to be looking at 100 more things, and I can't look at it all at one time. You get hungry? I'm starving. I want spaghetti. Do we have it here? We don't have any spaghetti here? But don't worry about it. No. Caught that candle. I'm so sorry. Caught that candle right there. Took that $1,400 out. And everything lined up. So we had that basically that momentum off the VWAP. We already had a little one back here that showed us. And we didn't duplicate that candle, but look how that looks. Sell off, VWAP, hold, buy signal, candle signals, and kaboom. And it went, probably did the same amount of points. Let's see, here to there, there to here. Almost the same amount of points. We're still in a downtrend on the day. These are just waves inside this linear channel. But anyway, I caught that one. That could have been a reversal, but it wasn't. It beat itself on the opening. As soon as it got past that on this next candle, I went ahead and went in and took out $1,400.
Well, Jim, I think I'm ready to call it lunch.
All right, it is lunchtime. It's 10:33. Lunch it is. Peace, everybody. All right, let me hit the stop.